Well, hello guys. Welcome to Redneck Ways. How y'all doing today? I hope everybody's doing good on this Saturday afternoon. I slept in today a little bit more than I wanted to. I finally got this bag of bones up and going, got coffee in me and starting to wake up, and all the pains are starting to cease in the background. It takes a good 20-30 minutes. One good thing, I didn't have to take any ibuprofen this morning, so that's always a plus. But guys, this is another attempt of making this video. I made the video on this, what I'm going to talk about yesterday evening, and I had to get more memory, so I had to go back and, start erasing, and of course, boom, lost my whole video. That's a very hard thing for me to not do, is not lose videos, because I've lost a bunch of them. And always in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, man, that could have been the one that was sent you over the top. Just kidding, guys. But, yeah, I lost that one. I don't know. It's just aggravating. I thought it was going to be pretty good. It's always hard to go over and do something over again, but we're going to try. Now, yesterday after work, I went down to the flea market for a little bit, and if you watch my other videos, I haven't came across any type of radio or anything like that. But yesterday, I was a little surprised. I found me a little meter. Oh, that we'll go over today. It's a Heathkit. It's a VTVM meter. Well, I guess VTV meter. And it's pretty rough. It's got a little crack here, and a little bit of paint missing, but overall it looks pretty good. And it's my first piece of real test equipment, and also it's my first piece of Heathkit equipment, so I was very happy to find that. The guy that I bought it off of, he said that there was another piece. He didn't tell me what it was, but there was another Heathkit piece that somebody just had bought right before me, and I guess they didn't see this, which I'm glad, or they just had one. But I got this for a whole $1, so I think that's pretty good. I got a couple other little things. I spent I think $3, because I paid $1 for this roll solder, old school solder. If you guys have went out and priced this stuff, it's like gold now. So I was happy to find that. And we got me a couple little switches. I can't ever say that word. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. This one's on and off switch, which looks like it came out of a car radio to me. We got that. Got an IF can. I don't know what in the world I use it for, but I haven't checked it. But if that coil's good, I may come up with a little transistor radio I might need one of those for. So I grabbed it. Another little optometer, and they're a little rusty. The girl I bought these off of, she said her dad was an electrician, but he loved working on radios too on the side, and he had a fatal heart attack at 52, guys. Scares me to death, because I'm going on 50. I'll be 50 in December, so man, that's just too early. But yeah, he had all kinds of little goodies there. Here's another one. I think this one's just it don't have an on and off switch. It just turns. And I believe this is some kind of high impedance speaker. It's a speaker of some sorts. It's pretty heavy, about 3 ounces. And there's a little light bulb, and I don't know what this actually could go on. I was hoping I could hook, because I got a bad end on my one of my CB antennas, and I was hoping that I could use this, but it looks like there's something missing on the inside. It's just too big inside there. But got it all for $3, so I thought it was pretty good. A couple little pieces. I mean, don't look like much, but when you need something like that, it's good to have it on hand. It ain't every day you just go out and find those little pieces. So yesterday evening when I was out here working, I brought my old Zenith radio up, and I'm sitting here. I'm checking all my radios from the move and seeing, make sure nothing got real bad damaged. Well, this one somehow got a couple more scuffs down the side, even though I packed it very carefully. Just this way it is. It already had this, so it's got a matching brother now. And then I plugged it in, and I don't know what's going on, guys. We may sit here and take it apart. It's got a real bad echo. Well, not echo. It's just, it sounds like a capacitor just went plumb out, and I don't really understand it. I guess it's old and anything can happen, but this worked fine about 6 months ago. It was a beautifully sounding radio. So, matter of fact, we'll go ahead and we'll get her booted up. I've got my variac and stuff, everything set up, and my dim light bulb. So we'll hook it up, and I'll let y'all hear that, and we'll take it out of the case and kind of take a glance, see if anything's loose or what. At first, I thought maybe there was something hooked up in here in my dad's garage, kind of making feedback. But I unplugged everything, and nothing helped. So give me a second, get the wires hooked up, and we'll take a look at it together. Let me set you all up here and get you comfy. Alright, guys. Let's get this plugged in. While I do this, I'll tell a little story. Yesterday, I had to go pick up a load. And I take the same route, probably at least twice a week. And coming up over Route 60, coming out of Moorhead, Kentucky. And I was in deep thought. How we get when we're driving. And also, I came up around this curve. Well, when I came up around the curve, this big old truck trailer was coming, which usually always happens. This is, the way it is, my luck. Anytime there's a big curve or anything, I'm going to have to pass something huge. I'm just used to it, so it wasn't no big thing. So, we was going around, and right about in the middle, we was both, coming around. He's coming this way, and I was coming. We met about coming around, met about right like that, like normal. For some reason, at this exact time, this gigantic chicken hawk came off the ground. He was on the ground, came flying up, right? He came, here's the ground. He came flying up, and he veered over. When he came up, he went right across the windshield of that tractor and trailer. It blinded that guy for a split second. And I don't know if it just looked like he was coming right toward me. I mean, everything happened really fast. So I was like, oh gosh, I was watching that. And then all of a sudden the hawk missed him. He came back and pulled himself up over mine. I seen his belly on my windshield, and I lost him. And I drive like a big old box truck. And I guess, I don't know what happened. I don't know if he hit that back of that box truck or what. But there was a big old splat on my windshield. It just hit my I had my window down, hit my driver's side window. It splattered all down my arm, all down my leg. There was guts on the back of the back glass of my truck. But I don't think it was a chicken hawk, because I didn't see any feathers. I think what it was, he had caught a rabbit or something, and he had to hurry up and, get up in the air. So he dropped his load, and, that's what happened. It just splattered on my windshield. That was scary, guys. And I just want to thank my God. He always watching over me, watching over us. And this is just one little occasion that he's always, my guardian angels are there. It was scary, guys. It's like one of them things you had to be there. When I got put this way, it shook me up so bad. Once I got to the shop, I told my boss, I was like, hey, you either pay me more or I'm out, because it ain't worth what I'm getting paid to put my life in danger, guys. So, yeah, he's going to have to pay up. And it don't help that our government, and I don't get in politics or nothing, but it doesn't help that you know, our minimum wage is 7 1/4. There is no possible way. I don't care how much you save or what. There's no possible way for a person to live and pay rent and have a life on $7 1/4. They need to fix that. They need to fix it real quick. But enough of that. We'll get right here. We'll take this thing apart. Oh, I make more than minimum wage, but just what I'm making don't cut the mustard. Okay, enough of that. Oh, let's take this thing apart, guys. First, I've already plugged it in, but I don't have my bariatric or anything plugged in, so we're good. There's no electric yet. You got kind of excuse me because I got to search for tools and everything right now. I haven't got everything quite settled. Our new little shop is going to be over in the building next door, but I got a lot of work to do. I still got antennas to put up and all that. My dad, he's the one that even came up with it, so I appreciate my parents so much. Let's take this boat out. I went yesterday looking for apartments, and that's just gonna be a pain. But what I was going to say, I went to this one place, and I went to just get an application, and this woman comes, she goes, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Yes, I'm looking for an application for apartment." And she said, "Okay, I can get that." She went to get it. She goes, I need to ask you, is this for you or for somebody else?" And I said, "Well, it's for me." She said, "Well, honey, you gotta be 65 years old to live here." And there was an older gentleman there. "Yeah, 65. And I was like, does it count if you feel like you're 65? Of course, that didn't go over very well. So yeah, that older gentleman, he did not even want the thought of a younger lad there. So, which I understand. Heck, I wouldn't, if I was old, I don't want no younger people around me making noise. I'll be there stringing antennas and everything. Well, guys, I'm going to have to pause it. I got to go get my tools. These ain't going to cut it. And that's as close thing I can reach right now. Alright. It's a little chilly here in Kentucky today. Tomorrow's Easter, guys. I hope y'all have a great Easter. Gotta be careful. This has got the antenna hooked to it. I don't know how. Let's see if what's going to get this thing out of the case. I don't want to have to take that knob off. Well, I'm going to have to do it. It's got to come out. Alright, I need a piece of cloth. Let me see if I got my other box here. Of course, it's underneath all this. Now this is I don't like taking knobs off, guys. I broke a couple before. Now I have learned this little trick off of a guy on YouTube. You just take a piece of cloth, kind of. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna be big enough, but you run it underneath it. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be big enough. I just get it underneath there. Trick is to pull, so I'm gonna have to get a bigger piece of cloth, guys. I have to go in and get an OT shirt or something. That's a pretty big knob. Alrighty, I got a DNT shirt here. Let me see if it'll fit. That's gonna be a thing because it's got that. Got extra stitch there. It makes it a little thicker. I don't like messing with these knobs. You can really mess a radio up. Just want to get the thing all the way around. Like that. Get it nice and tight, that way you can pull up. This one's on pretty good, but it's coming. She's wanting to be a little turkey. Man, come on. This has been the hardest one I've ever took off. You don't want to stay now. Shoot, come on now. There. That should do it. And then, bam, there she is, guys. Didn't break anything. Just like that. That probably hasn't been off since the day it was on. On one radio, I broke there's like a little piece of metal in there. I guess it's got a little clamp inside of it, and I broke that. And now the knob, when you pick the radio up, it falls off. Now let's get this loop off. Oh, she's want to be a booger too. My gosh, wow, these all ears are tight. I literally ripped the daggone. This ripping the material. I don't know, guys, about that one. Me pause this because I may say a few choice words I don't want to. Okay, guys. Man, she was a booger. I used some of this old oil here. That's some good stuff. Smells so good. And it broke it loose. And I wish you could still buy this stuff, man. If you smell it, it's got a great smell. Can't explain it. Anyway, that's good stuff. It's been around, sitting on the shelf for a long time. But yeah, we got that off. No incidents. Didn't break it. Good, good, good. I did hear a little something, but a little something that gave, or sound like a crack, but I don't see anything. Man, that thing was on good. Alright, guys, what I want to do is I want to unsolder these wires because this is really getting on. Well, no, I don't need to unsolder that. I don't need to unsolder that, guys. So, I'm going to plug the soldering on. I don't know what I was thinking. Because I can't get no, I wouldn't be able to get no tunes if I did that. Let's take this off. Yeah, this played so good. I don't know why it started making that. It's a real bad feedback sound. Real bad. Which we'll boost. As soon as I get it out of the case here, we'll power her up. We'll take it up slow. It won't have to take as long as it did yesterday. Because it took me about half an hour to bring it up. I brought it up real slow. Just so nothing like it would happen. So, take that, guys, I'm sorry about the lighting out here. I don't have any lights that I could put here other than this little tiny one here, and it don't do much. And the shop lights, one's way over there and one's way in the back, so it don't really shine over here. So I hope y'all can see this halfway decent. Alright, let's take this out. I think she's ready to pull. There she is. There she is, guys. Look at that. I didn't know how nice that tuning capacitor was on that. So, very dirty inside. So I'll get you guys and we'll look at it. Let me get, I just don't have enough room here. We'll take a gander at her, then we'll get some power going through her. And I hope it's just a capacitor, guys, because I'm not no expert on these. I just know enough to get myself in trouble, pretty much. Alright. Take a little, oh, my tripod, guys, is something broke inside the thing that holds the phone, and it just flops down sometimes. But yeah, look at that tuning capacitor in this. I didn't know it was that big. Big old IF cans. I mean, this radio it sounds beautifully. I mean, it's a American All-5 60 model. It's got the little tubes in it, which I need to take and clean them all anyway. This is one radio that I have it cleaned. I think the rest of them I took out and I took some wax and waxed the chassis and cleaned the tubes and everything off, everything but this one. This one just plays so good I didn't have to get in it. So, you know, if it's working, you know, there ain't no sense in messing with it. But yeah. Alright, there's a nice little peek at it. So, let's get ready and power her up. I gotta make sure I don't make this video too long. Alrighty, guys. Let's get this thing, make sure everything's in focus. See, let's bring her up. Plug her in. Plug it in, plug it in. Make sure variac's down. Yes, it is. Alright, guys, here, we're gonna bring her up. Make sure I got which one is it? Not that one, that's for sure. Let's see. Has to be that one. Yeah. We'll take it up to 20 for a minute. They're set at 20 volts. 21.6 volts. We'll take it up slow. And while we're doing, well, I don't got much room. Let's get ready so we can get into that VTV meter, but don't got enough room on the thing. So it may be a good time to take a little break. Wish I had more room. Let's see. Yeah, they give us enough room to play with it. Yeah, I love that tuning capacitor. That's one of my favorite. That and the tubes is my favorite thing on the radios. It's got a big on and off switch. Oh. Now, if anybody's new watching this, don't do this until you do a lot of research and stuff. Don't get in the back of anything electric. There's voltages in here that can harm you and possibly kill you. I got shocked real bad in my video yesterday. I was wanting you guys to see, but I deleted it. I got shocked good. About 115 volts went through my arm. Made a little tingle. Let's take this on up, guys. Let's sit there for a minute. Like I said, I had it going yesterday, so we'll take it up to 50 and let her sit for a minute. 51.2. Oh, Yeah, it's such a nice day here in Kentucky. It's a little chilly, but spring is definitely in the air. I'm just wondering what that could be. I mean, I didn't take the bottom off, guys, which I'm not going to get into fixing it in this video. I just want y'all to hear it, and maybe the experts out there can hear it by, listen by ear and maybe help me out a little bit. I know on motors and stuff that I work on, I usually, by the way it sounds or, whatever, I can pretty much pin down what's wrong with it. I'm hoping one day it'd be that way on on radios. Everything takes time. Everything takes time, guys. Nothing happens just, overnight, usually. Not in my case, anyway. Let's crank her on up to 70. We're going up to 80, and we should get some. Let me turn this on. We should get a little bit of glow out of them tubes. I don't want to take too much time on this. I want to show that meter. $80. Yep, we're getting a little bit of glow here. I know as soon as I move it, it's just going to fall. And it's already making the hum, guys. So I'm just about betting it is a capacitor. Went bad. I don't want to leave it up too much. Just go ahead. Let's see, actually at 80 volts, to see if I can get anything in, because I don't really want to take it up till I find out. Well, I'm not getting anything. I guess I will have to take it on up.
Necessarily want to test that arm unless you have really good speed. Want to know on Newman, the pitch. And Newman lines
So I'll turn it all the way down. See, that hum's still there. We're at 106 volts.
Already 3 hits here in the first inning against Bailey.
So yeah, like I said, guys, if any guys, when you guys are watching me that works on these all the time and know your stuff, maybe you can hear it by ear. Put it down in the comments. Let me know. But I'm thinking it's a capacitor that went kapoof. Alrighty, let me pause this. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to get the meter on, and we'll look at it, guys. Alrighty. Now, I downloaded the instruction manual to this to my phone, which hopefully Monday I could take it down to Office Max, and they can put it on paper for me, print it out. Sadly, our Office Max is going out of business here in town. They're going to have one open up in West Virginia, but it's about a 30-minute drive. So that kind of stinks, because that's where I had all my schematics and everything copied. We do have other places like Ashland Office Supply and stuff, but I don't know if they have that, because all I had to do is give Office Supply send them my email and what, and you know what I needed, what I downloaded needed printed, and for $1 I had my schematic or whatever. So I'm really gonna miss that, and I've got to find another place, and hopefully I can. But anyway, I don't. The reason why I like it on paper is because just like I'm making this video, I could explain a little bit better. Um, Everything's on that phone that you all are on, and so I have to go by memory. Um, this it has a really good ohm meter in it. They said this little device here is really good, and it really can you can really uh, test high voltages and stuff like that. It uses the tubes like 2 or 3 different ways to do voltages. It measures DC minus, DC plus, ohms, AC, and then you've got all your get my glasses on. You got like your RX1 1.5 volt, which is it has a 1.5 volt battery in it that you also use to measure voltages. So there's a lot that I've got to read and understand to use this piece of equipment efficiently. I can't pronounce that word. Oh, tongue tied. To get everything that I possibly can out of it. Now, my multimeter here pretty much does the same thing. I can test resistors and everything fit. Now, what instructions I have read on this, I haven't seen anything about it measuring capacitors and capacitance from the capacitors. That's a piece of equipment that I really do need because I have a few radios that all have capacitor problems, which I think we all do, and it would be nice to get a reading on them because some of the bigger ones are kind of hard to get, and if they're not hard to get, they're kind of expensive, especially if you just need two or three, and then the daggone shipping's $10 an hour or $10 to ship it. So it'd be nice, but I don't know if it does do that yet. But I do kind of understand how to measure ohms, like in resistors and stuff with it. So let's go from there and let's see what this thing is all about. It has 2 screws in the back, which I've already broke loose. Take them apart, take them out. And then this whole front, it all slides out of the back case, guys. Now, it has a very nice meter on it. As you can see, this one has something sticky. It looks like it's got burnt. It's got hot, and it's melted a little bit. Definitely this piece of equipment's been used. Inside that meter, it's just unreal how thick that plastic is, and that big old piece of metal down in there. And it has a little light here on top that when the power is on, it shines like a little red dot here on the top. I thought it was missing knobs, guys, but that's the way it's supposed to be. That's your 0 adjuster to adjust your gauge in, which we'll go over here in a minute. That's one thing I noticed that worked. Here's your ohms adjustment here. Adjust the ohms. Here's off, AC, DC minus, DC plus, ohms, and then all your other readings over here. And it is a model IM11 VTVM VTV meter. Let's take a little gander on the inside. You can see right in the middle is that C battery. You got the 1.5 volt right here, and then you got this tube here, which I believe that's the tube that does the multiple task of different things. And then you have your other tube. Let me see if y'all right here. Now, when I booted this up yesterday, of course you got your transformer, your capacitor. When I booted this up yesterday, this tube lit up. And I did not get any kind of lighting on this, so I don't know if this tube is bad or it's just is certain settings that it'll glow. I don't know. Still researching. I thought this was really neat. All these resistors. I mean, whoever did this build knew what they was doing. It's very nicely done. Almost looks factory. This did come as a kit. Here's your plug in, which on it I noticed I'm gonna have to put a little heat shrink right here, and the wire is just about gone. So this little piece of equipment has really been used. It's fixed probably a lot of different things. I'm gonna plug that back in. So that's pretty much all the knobs and stuff seem very good and tight, and everything's clicking like it's supposed to. So let's plug her in, guys, and we'll bring her up. And I did measure. Oh, let's go over. Here's the common. Here was a little alligator clip, and here's the probe. Now the probe is missing. The alligator clip is supposed to have like a hands-on, you know, that way you can hook it to something and you can work on something, have free hand. That is missing, but everything else is here. So there's that. Let's plug her in. I'll make sure the back's down. Yes, it is. Plug her in. We'll bring it up to about 10. Well, we'll go 15. And let her sit there for a couple minutes, and we'll go on up. We'll take a little bit slower time on this one because I've only had it all the way up to 112 volts once. So, you know, I don't know how long this has sat idle before I got it. So we'll just take as good care of this piece of equipment as we can. So let's let it sit there for a minute, guys. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go refill my coffee. Alright, guys. We'll go ahead and crank it up. I had it up on, I cranked it up to 60 while we was off film, and it's been there about 5 minutes. Let's crank it on up to 100. I think it'll be just fine. Alright, 102. We'll give it a second there. Make sure no smoke appears, no funny smells. Let's see if that tube's, whoa, about fell back in my chair. Let's see if that tube's starting to light up. Now, I gotta be careful because I shocked the crap out of myself out of this thing yesterday. And I really don't know what I touched. But anyway, guys, you can see that light has came on inside. We have, I don't know if y'all can see it, but that tube is lit. I still not seeing anything in this tube. Like I said, I don't know if that's normal. I don't know, maybe if the battery has to be, I'm sure that battery's dead. I don't know if that has something to do with it or what, or that's just a bad tube. That's something I've been looking for, is a tube checker also. Hopefully it'll come to me. Usually when I put it out there in the atmosphere, something I want, some weird way it appears. But yes, the filaments on that one tube are lit. So, let me get it set here. I need something for it to lean on. Oh. That's just almost perfect, but no cigar. Maybe that way. Ooh, something got bright. Oh, I need something to hold that up. That way you guys can see it, and I gotta be careful where I put my fingers. There we go. Can y'all see that? Let's zero this out on the ohms checker. We are on ohms. Let's get us a resistor, guys, and we'll see if it works. Now, yesterday it went up real slow to, this is a 39K resistor. We'll clamp it on here. Well, there we go. And we'll see if it does the same thing. I can't tell. Is it going up? No, something's going a little bit different today. Let me see here. Let's see if that did anything. Readjust this. Like I said, guys, I'm going to have to really study the instructions to this. That way I know how to definitely use it. There she goes. She's climbing. It's doing like it did yesterday. Now it's falling. So I don't know what that's about. Let me turn it up a little bit more. We are at 112. That's the max in my Variag right now. So let's see if that did anything. Regain that. Yeah, I don't know why it's dropping like that, guys. Yesterday it climbed all the way up to 39K. And today it's just falling flat on its face. Put it up to 1.5. And she's just wanting to, no, that ain't working. Let's take it all the way over here. Let's see. I can't remember what switch I was on. That definitely isn't working. That's DC plus, DC minus, which don't seem to do nothing. Our filaments are still lit in that one tube. We're back there. Let's get back up here. I don't know how. I guess it was beginner's luck yesterday, guys. Because it read this 39K perfect. And now she just, there's nothing, I'm not using anything with the probe, and it's wanting to do that. So it don't make sense to me. It's trying to read something. Now she's going back down. Maybe it had to reset. Who knows? I'm sure somebody out there knows. But I don't know. Let's try that. See if it just reset itself. As soon as I touched this, it did it again. I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going on with her. She definitely is not acting like it was yesterday. We'll try it. See where it stops. We're past the 30, 35, 35. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. It just wants to go on over. All right, guys. That's that. I'm gonna have to get reading, trying to figure her out. Turn that power off on everything. Down to 0 voltages. Unplug. Never leave this whole stuff plugged in, guys. Oh, all right, guys. I want to thank you all. I want to thank all my subscribers. Thank you all so much. You all make me so happy when I look and I see I have a new subscriber watching my silly videos, and thank you all so much. You don't know how much that means to a person to see somebody, liking what you're saying and doing, and just trying to have a little fun here. Y'all have a happy Easter, and guys, I'll see you next time, right here on Redneck Ways. Bye, guys.